Good morning. I had an interesting thing happen, and I'm trying to decide how to deal with it. I know I talk a lot about my Instagram, but that's what's going on in my life. And I think, as I kind of journal and talk about how I feel about things, it's a good place to record it and do that. But this morning, last night I posted a picture that was fairly provocative. It was a boudoir picture, and I was handcuffed behind a bedpost, and the whole body showing, and it was great. It was a great picture, I have to say. One of my favorites, and someone had commented, someone I don't even really know, and he had commented that it would be better topless, and okay, that's your opinion. But we all know about how I feel about nude things, and we all know, or a lot of us know, how I feel about, just because that's what you want doesn't mean I'm going to post that. And part of my issue too is I feel like, and I'm not bashing men, but I think sometimes the way I feel it, and this is probably from my experiences, is that whatever a man says, they think they should get. And they have that, there's some, not all, believe you me, not all, have that attitude. And I would say most of the guys that comment on my pictures know me now, and we can have fun like that. But to say I would look better topless kind of made me go, no, it wouldn't. I think it's more provocative with the top on, to be quite honest, and a hell of a lot more sexy. I don't think sexy is necessarily more sexy nude. You could be in the same position, and with a little bit of imagination goes a long way. But I wasn't upset with what he said. I was upset with the lack of appreciation, for sure. Disappointed, more so. I don't like it when people, want it their way, or whatever. Instead, just, don't like the comment, or don't comment, or don't like it. So I was listening to all the suggestions, ignore it, just block him. There's so many more people out there. Well, what I'm finding is I was kind of mad at myself for not saying anything. I just blocked him. And I thought, no, I feel like he should know how I feel about his comment. If he has the right to comment to me and tell me that it would look better topless, then I feel like I should be able to comment back to him. Your opinion doesn't really matter. And to me, sexy is a lot more sexy when there's something left to the imagination. And just because you want to see a nude doesn't mean I'm going to post anything nude. And I'm not sure where you were going with that, blah, blah, blah. I could tell him that. And I think I started fighting myself with that. So there's this catch-22. Yeah, ugly comments, block them. If someone says, oh, you're ugly, or if someone says, nasty, vulgar-y, sexual type comments, block them, because they're not even worth it. It's gross. But for a grown man, a man in his late 60s, because I looked at his profile, because you know me, I check it out, to say that to a grown woman, and some people say, well, that's a compliment that he wants to see you that way. To me, it's not. To me, it would be more of a compliment if you just, move on. To me, anytime you tell someone what they're doing is not enough, or the picture would be better if you were thinner or prettier or had prettier eyes or nude, all of that revolves around the same thing. You're saying that it's not good enough. And I know I'm good enough. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going there, because I do know. And I look at that picture, and it's a hella sexy picture. There's no two ways about it. Sometimes I look at that and go, God, I wish that was me. Oh, it is. So I'm not worried about that. However, I think that what I do stand for is that, appreciation goes a long way for anything. Don't like it, don't follow me, fine. But, don't tell a woman or a man or your kids or anyone that what they're doing is not enough. You don't say, oh, it was really great that you got a B, but you should have had an A. You know what? I'm glad you got a B. Pat them on the back. Move on, or, that outfit looks great on you. Don't do that outfit looks great, but it would look better if. Because all what you're saying is it doesn't look good. As soon as that but comes in, it doesn't look good. You've just contradicted what you first said. So your compliment, and anyone, especially children and people with low self-esteem hear the but before they hear the compliment. When that but comes, you wiped it clean. You just wiped it clean. So I think people should know that. And I think people should realize when they say shit like that, it doesn't matter to me now. I'm a grown woman and I do appreciate myself, and I know that that picture's a good picture. It doesn't matter. However, I see that especially in women these days, always trying to appease people. Well, yeah, they need to work. The women need to work on that. Absolutely. I believe that from my heart, and we all need to work with them. But to constantly throw in buts is not good. You look good, but you're sexy, but picture's nice, but what do you mean? How could it be any sexier? If it's sexy, it's sexy. if you're pretty, you're pretty. I really kind of, I think I'm going to tell him, and I just wanted to, I was talking to, I want to keep these thoughts rolling, and I like having the YouTube to keep them up here, and if anyone gets anything out of them, great. Well, happy Sunday. Talk to you soon.